This woman was doing her shopping at the market, but she was being watched closely by a man who is married. She is indeed a very beautiful woman, with an eye-catching outfit and beautiful hair. The wife at his side ends up realizing what he is doing, and wonders if he is crazy. He tries to hide it, but she directly questions if he is looking at the woman, just because she is wearing short clothes, wanting to know why he is looking. And the husband makes it clear the difference in how the woman and his wife are dressed. The woman is incredulous, because she washes, irons and cooks for her husband, arranges the house and clothes for him, and is even reciprocated in this way. However, the husband claims that the way she organizes the house, she should also organize herself. She tells him to stop it, but the husband says that what is beautiful needs to be seen, that he is just looking and not touching. Then the wife wonders what he must do behind her back, and her husband says she better not know. Outraged, she questions what that means. She is in disbelief at her husband's lack of respect, that she is in front of him, and he still has the nerve to look at another woman. They have been married for a long time, and she suspects that her husband no longer feels anything for her. The man, tired of that, orders her to buy what she needs right away. But she says she went to the market to make the dish her husband asked for, and he says that she cooks the food he likes, but he would also like her to dress up. Complains that her hair is messy, her clothes are ugly, she just walks weird and messy, that she doesn't take care of herself. And he says that what he doesn't find at home, he finds on the street. The woman claims that she doesn't get ready because she doesn't have time, that she's always washing, ironing, cooking, and she doesn't understand why she's being reciprocated that way. In the end, she calms down, because she doesn't intend to ruin the weekend. Then she goes back to focusing on shopping, showing some of her husband's favorite things. But the husband is not even paying attention, still looking at the woman next to him who continues shopping, and totally ignores that man. While the wife keeps talking about the dish she is going to make, the things she is going to buy, she eventually realizes what he is doing, raising again the question of whether her husband will continue to look at that woman. She's acting silly, talking about a romantic dinner, and he's looking at another woman. And the man claims he's just looking, and that's not going to take a piece out of anyone. The wife points out that this is a lack of respect and begs him to respect her at least there, so that he has at least a little empathy for what she is feeling. He orders the wife to stop with the drama, as he is not even touching the woman, that it would be another story if he had done that, explains. The wife is increasingly incredulous because her husband claims that all that is just a drama on her part, not believing in his lack of respect. She asks if he wants her to sit and watch him admire another woman. She's thinking about a romantic dinner for them, how they can spend time together at home, and her husband is looking at another woman. The rude man makes fun of the romantic dinner, calling his wife emotional. Then he tells her to stay shopping, because he's leaving. He says goodbye to her and still goes to talk something to that another woman. The poor wife observes the lack of respect, talking to herself that she doesn't deserve it, and cries as she continues to buy. Outside, the husband is leaving, revolting with his wife's attitudes. He wonders if he can't admire another woman, that his wife at home doesn't get ready and doesn't take care of herself. It's not possible to admire an ugly wife like her. He really needs to look at another beautiful, smelling and tidy woman. Then he says that if his wife keeps complaining, she should go on foot, because he won't even wait for her to leave the market. The man has no problem admiring another woman, arguing that he wasn't even touching her. He believes that what is beautiful must really be admired. So he starts to think how beautiful that woman was. And he says that if his wife keeps complaining, he will end up exchanging her for another, calling her ugly and dirty. He thinks about how disappointing it is to have an ugly woman in the house. That really needs to change this situation, maybe take advantage of her complaining. He believes the best option is to dump her and find another woman. Moments later, after making all the necessary purchases, the wife leaves the market behind her husband. She yells at him several times until he finally answers her. She questions why he did that to her inside the market, and he complains about her restarting the subject. She found that a lack of respect, questioning how he had the courage to look at another woman, because she after all was in front of him. The man tells his wife to stop being crazy, not understanding the reason for the drama, since he already said that he was just looking at a beautiful and smelling woman, just admiring her. His wife doesn't take care of herself, questioning if she ever looked in the mirror. He says he's tired of the wife he has, that it's normal for a man to look and admire a pretty woman on the street, since he doesn't have one at home. And now his wife is acting up, just because he was just looking at the woman. The wife asks if he thinks it's right for him to be looking at another woman inside the market. This is not normal, she points out. The husband claims that it would be normal for the wife not to be an ugly, disgusting, weird, stinky and strange woman, that this is not normal. And he claims he's tired of his wife. And she is also tired of her husband's insults, calling him to go away. However, he stops her, claiming that she is leaving on foot, that he is leaving alone in his car. So he walks away and she, of course, gets indignant with that. She calls out to him, wanting to know if he's going to leave her alone with the groceries. Later, however difficult the husband may be, the truth is that the wife loves him very much. She believes that the current bad mood between them is just a phase and believes that if she continues to be a hardworking wife, he will recognize her and go back to acting like he used to, affectionate and romantic. She is tidying up the house when her husband walks in the front door. The rude man ends up questioning what smell he is feeling. She tries to approach, wanting a hug from her husband to reconcile, but the husband immediately pushes her away, asking again what that smell is. She claims it's the smell of the house, because she's cleaning everything. He complains again about the clothes she wears. The wife feels offended, because she is there tidying up the house, the way her husband likes it. The husband looks incredulous, and the wife makes it clear that she is the one who washes things at home, pointing out that he does not wash, so he does not smell like bleach. And he says that what he expected was to get home, find his wife tidy and fragrant for him. The woman argues that if she smells bad, it's because the house is tidy, otherwise he would complain about the messy. The man claims he doesn't want a hug, that he's already worried about the company party. His friend will arrive in a moment and will find his wife stinky and ugly. At the same moment his friend arrives, and he goes to answer the door. The two greet each other with excitement. The two are very excited for the company party, talking about the guests and the outfit, while the wife secretly observes everything. And the two friends talk about what a good party it will be. The husband and his friend look at some pictures of the party and some female guests who will be there, which makes the poor wife sad. Soon after, the wife enters the room offering water to the visitor, who thanks politely. And her husband soon tells her to let them talk there. When they are alone, the friend comments that the man's wife is very kind, and that they should take the opportunity to put her name on the list. But the man laughs, wondering what he's talking about. He comments that his friend is going crazy, making it clear that he will not take his wife to the company party. So he starts humiliating his wife, talking badly about her appearance, claiming that his friend wants to humiliate him in front of his co-workers, taking that ugly woman to the party. The friend thinks it's wrong for him to talk like that about his wife, but he doesn't mind the reprimand. The friend insists that she go, but the man quickly denies it. He says he is sure he will have a lot of beautiful women, including the young secretary, but the friend tries to say that his wife is worth much more than that, making the man laugh, finding it all a joke on his friend's part. The friend lets it be understood that he is not joking, that he thinks his wife is beautiful. And the man says that his friend may even take his wife with him, alleging that he doesn't know how long she will be his wife. The poor woman follows the entire conversation in silence, struggling with herself not to cry and expose how ridiculous that man is. After deciding everything, they say goodbye quickly, looking forward to the company party. The friend soon after leaves, after they say goodbye, while the man still thinks it's a joke to find his wife beautiful, claiming she's ridiculous and that soon she will no longer be his wife. Minutes later, the husband receives a call from his friend, claiming that the issue of clothes will be resolved at the company, so he must attend. The man likes the idea, because that way he will decide with what clothes he will enjoy the party and he will stay there, in the hall rented by the company. And before so, he decides not to tell his wife that he is leaving. The wife is upset when she sees all that, but promises herself that he will regret it when he returns home. Now she wants to make her husband swallow all the offenses he said to her. While she's getting ready, she doesn't forget any of the words her husband said in the last days, calling her dirty and ugly, questioning whether she ever looked in the mirror. But she won't let things end like that. She won't go down anymore, knowing that her husband is always humiliating her and even cheating on her. She chooses an outfit, takes a long shower to take better care of herself, something she hasn't done in a long time. She puts her makeup on carefully, while her husband's words are still running through her mind, just the initial trigger for her to take action and take care of herself, since he didn't appreciate everything she did for him. And moments later she was fully ready, fully beautiful and empowered, ready to take revenge on the husband who had only humiliated her. She looks in the mirror and is proud of what she sees, a feeling her husband had taken away from her. Hours later, she's sitting on the sofa, relaxing with a glass of wine. The husband arrives moments later, surprised to find his wife dressed like that. He can't hide how beautiful she is. He is silent for a few seconds and exclaims that she looks simply amazing. She says she knows, but asks for permission, because she needs to leave. The husband questions where she is going, so she recalls everything he had said, that she is not the type of woman he likes, that he doesn't want her, that she is ugly, smelly, and doesn't get ready. The man claims he wasn't in his right mind, apologizing for his words, but the wife wonders if that is all, asking him to hold her glass. Then she says she's late and needs to go. He insists they need to talk, but the wife makes it clear that she doesn't want that man anymore, because he doesn't deserve her. The husband invites her to the company party, claiming that she looks beautiful, but the woman heard everything her husband said to his friend, that he would not take her to the party, as she is not the type of woman he would take, since there are many women at the party. The man keeps making excuses for his actions, begging for his wife's forgiveness. However, she points out that she has other commitments, and that she is tired of him and it's forever. He's not the one who's going to dump her, because now she's the one who doesn't want him. Then she leaves without looking behind, while the man keeps begging her to come back. She eventually comes round, only to return the ring, saying that she no longer needs it. Hello women, this video was made for you, who go through an abusive relationship. Don't accept this, because you deserve much more. Accept yourselves, resolve yourselves, empower yourselves, because you can and will succeed.